Well, good morning. Did you know that in your very own backyard in Waterdown, there is an art gallery that is solely dedicated to works of art by musicians? Only one in the world. True North Gallery. And the man behind it is right here, Jeff Kulovic.
How you doing, Tim?
How you doing, Jeff? Nice to meet you. I had no idea this was here.
There you go.
Do you get many people coming through, or even saying?
Yeah, well, we keep it a secret now. Actually, it's starting to get popular now that things are reopening. So we had been closed since the beginning of the pandemic, but now we're reopening by appointment only, September 12th.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
We started on this piece.
Beautiful, huh?
Who is it?
It's a little bit dark. That's David Bowie. It's an original charcoal, very, very rare. He didn't let a lot of his works hit the public, but we managed to secure it.
In this room alone, I'm seeing, we got Graham Nash, we got Janis Joplin, we got Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, Bob Dylan, crazy. And we're gonna get all to the art stuff, but let's take a little walk.
Sure.
Because this started, it didn't start as a gallery, because for anybody that doesn't know, we gotta meet other people here too. Who's
That's
this
Bella.
guy? This is the real boss.
Yeah, she's in charge, right?
Bella.
Yeah, she's 13 years old.
Hi, darling. There's your daughter Karina and your wife Brooke. Hello.
Hello.
Guys.
Yeah.
Because True North has been around for how long, Jeff?
Oh, since 1969. One of the first Canadian independent labels, and we acquired it in 2007, and we're one of the biggest independent labels in the country. We have not just True North, but Stony Plain Records. We have Linus Entertainment,
right.
Many popular artists like Bruce Cockburn, Buffy St. Marie, and Gordon Lightfoot on the label.
And you got some of the hardware to prove it in this room.
Yeah, that's some of the gold and platinum records that we've had over the last little while, and it's been a long, fun journey in music.
What's the correlation between music and then starting the gallery?
Well, the label was here first. We moved to Waterdown about 5 years ago. And it was my wife's idea to start a gallery dedicated to visual art, because we noticed a lot of the artists that we work with, the musical artists, actually express themselves through other forms like visual art, painting, sculpture, and whatnot.
They're just artists through and through. And yes, they have the music side, but they still want to work that other muscle.
They want to create, through any kind of channel. So yeah, that's creative people for you.
How's the music industry right now? Dealing with all of this?
Well, the live side for musicians is very, very tough. Yeah. For us, on the sound recording and distribution side, it's actually pretty good. So we've managed to keep all of our staff. Everybody's working remotely, except for our warehouse manager, Steve, and Dawn, his wife, who take care of shipping and receiving and supply chain stuff. Few staff come in, during the week to do what's necessary, but we found that on the digital side, especially with Spotify and streaming services,
people have been listening to music.
People are consuming music, and it's good in that way.
And there's so much talent in this country alone. Okay, so we're going to hang out here for the morning. We want to show off some of the great works that you have. This is something new from Colin James, who is on the label.
Yeah, Colin, this album is coming out on November 5th.
November 5th. Let's crank her. We'll come back to True North Gallery in Waterdown. I'm more alive. Sing it, Colin! Woo! We are going loony this morning at True North Gallery in Waterdown, because I had no idea it was here. But take a look at that piece of work, because every piece of work in here is done by a musician. These musicians, they create music, but they also create pretty darn good art.
Yeah, they sure do.
Back with Jeff Kulovic. Okay, you're excited about these pieces.
I am. That's a brand new, just came into the gallery. It's a new piece by Kurt Swinghammer, who's a well-respected painter and musician. It's called The Loon, and he's one of our most popular visual artists / musicians. We've sold several of his works, and this is brand new, and he's just got a striking style. It's 48 by 48. Acrylic on canvas, and original works of a series. I think that's number 6 of the Loons.
We have a couple more as well.
A couple more over here by Kurt. Yeah, so this is called Melt. It's him with the same water theme, but adapting an iceberg. And that again is brand new to the gallery. Just came in the other day.
Kurt's musical stylings? Where do we know Kurt from?
Well, he was in a band called UIC back in the day. He's also a well-known songwriter and does soundtracks for film and TV. We put out a recent record by him where he co-wrote all the songs with Ron Sexsmith, another very popular Canadian songwriter, sung by Kurt's wife, Laurie Cullen. So a very talented individual. This piece here is called The Ark. Again, it's a new work for Kurt, and we're very excited to have it in the gallery, and love how he sort of inverted the water theme to trees. It's just really striking. So,
how are you finding pieces?
well, a lot of people come to us. They find out about the gallery and approach us, but we also did a lot of research to find out which musicians are also painters, and sought those people out and encouraged them to come in and bring us some work.
I caught this one out of the corner of my eye. Andy Warhol.
Andy Warhol, yeah.
Musician?
Well, actually, record producer. He produced the Velvet Underground, so he does qualify to have his work in the True North Gallery.
So then how are you finding these pieces? Like,
a lot of these pieces we bought at auction or from other galleries, and Patti Smith is a well-known visual artist in New York as well. So as well as one of the forefront original punk rock songwriters and performers.
what about, what's it been like for you guys not being able to have people through? Like, is there an online presence that people have been able to acquire?
Yeah, truenorth.gallery is the website, and have a lot of people coming to the website and purchasing art through the website. And we, package it securely and ship it anywhere on the planet. This is Terry Watkinson. Anybody who knows the band Max Webster?
Yeah.
He wrote a very popular song called Let Go the Line for the band. He is also a very, very talented visual artist. So his works are also very popular. We sold one last week, as a matter of fact.
Cool.
And we see him doing some great original, very unique landscapes.
So there's, how many pieces altogether in here?
About 100.
Is there?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And by appointment, people are able to come back through starting in a couple weeks?
Yeah, so we send an email. If you send us an email through the website, we'll book an appointment. If you're a serious art buyer, we'd love to have you in here.
Sure.
We can't really do just groups and browsing, but it's really for the serious music fan and the serious art collector.
Amazing. Well, maybe you want to finish up. Should we play a little Max Webster as we go to break?
Sure.
Let's do that. Finish with Max Webster. We'll continue our tour at True North Gallery in Waterdown. Well, good morning. There's this artist. He's up and coming. Hopefully he's going to make it because I hear he's really good. But he's also a good visual artist. His name's Bob Dylan. I don't know, maybe we'll hear about him someday. Welcome back to True North Gallery in Waterdown, here with Jeff Kulovic, who runs the True North label, music label, but then have opened up the gallery, how many years ago now?
5 years ago.
5 years, 5 years ago. Yeah. So how do you get something like that, like a Bob Dylan piece?
Oh, that would have been bought from Bob Dylan's management company.
Right.
Yeah, so they make available limited edition prints. He doesn't sell his original work.
No.
He doesn't need the money, apparently. He just sold his catalog for $200 million, so.
He might be okay.
Yeah.
But this room kind of has a lot of the heavy hitters.
Yeah, these
right?
are the big names, the limited edition prints of John Lennon, Jimi Hendrix, Joni Mitchell, Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, good amount of Beatles in here.
People aren't buying these for the art, they're buying it for the name.
Pretty much, yeah. I would say that the Ringo Starr pieces especially would be an acquired taste.
Well, I don't know, how many musicians, you've been doing this music business thing for how long?
Yeah, long time,
right.
25 years,
so
30 years.
You probably heard a lot of bad music in your day.
Yeah.
You've probably seen a lot of bad art since you started this too.
Yeah, we've seen a few, but we've sold a few Ringos, and it's definitely pop art. It's not fine art. It's pop art.
It's for the name.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So we highlighted a couple new pieces you're excited about.
Like Kurt Swinghammer, the Loon, and Melt, and the Ark, which are brand new in the gallery. So we expect those to move very, very quickly. If anybody's interested, they're priced $5,500.
Awesome. Okay.
Except for the Ark, which is $5,000.
So then these are the real pieces of work,
Oh,
right?
well,
this is the stuff that really costs the big bucks.
This is the doodle wall. It's not really fine art, it's really just doodles, but they are by famous musicians. So that's our friend Jerry Garcia from the Grateful Dead did that. Andy Warhol did this doodle unsigned.
Is this Phil Collins right here?
Yeah, that's Phil Collins playing his drums. That would be a doodle. Underneath that is Eric Clapton doing his doodle.
But again, people are buying that because they did it, right?
Yeah,
so they can have that on the wall and have that name.
It's more those are more like memorabilia than art.
Okay, so this room you're excited because this holds some of your own artists.
Yeah,
right?
so a lot of these artists are emerging musicians, but amazing visual artists. So we feel that they have a real place in the gallery. But
let's end with Buffy.
Yeah.
Because how long has Buffy been on the label for?
Buffy's been on True North Records. We signed her about 6 years ago, and just fabulous artist. She's a real special person, and so she does digital art. So this is one of 5 digital art prints that she's done, and we had a few other pieces, but they're in an exhibit on the West Coast right now. Nice. So very excited, and yeah.
Let's take a break because we want to explore a little bit more, including something from Murray McLaughlin, another musician on your label. People can come back and see you though. You have been closed ever since the beginning of the pandemic, but by appointment only.
Yeah,
starting
September 12th. They just send us an email, and if you're a serious art buyer and like to come, then we'd like to have you. Yeah.
Let's end with a little Buffy, and we'll come back to True North Gallery on Morning Live.
Sometimes you got to take a stand. Just because you think you can, you got to run again.
Good morning and welcome back to True North. And I love doing these segments because we're exploring new things that I didn't know was here, and maybe you're the same. True North is in Waterdown, and it's kind of 2 parts. It's a record label, as you see, have done really well since 1969, but then the gallery side too we've kind of been focusing on. With Jeff Kulovic, Bruce Coburn.
Yeah.
He's one of the OGs, as the kids say, right?
Original True North artist since 1969, 50 years on the label, and it's been fabulous, and still working with him. Still have another record coming out in December.
How many records has he put out?
32 albums, and all of them are on True North Records. So.
And people want to still be making records.
Oh, artists, mostly the older artists are really into making albums, but the younger artists these days doing pop or hip hop, they're doing mostly tracks, right, and making their songs up on Spotify, and it's a whole emerging way of releasing music.
How are new musicians getting discovered these days?
Well, these days the pop and hip hop and dance music artists are being discovered on TikTok, and TikTok is like the biggest radio station on the planet now.
If you get on there, then that's where it kind of explodes from there.
If your song goes viral, you're gonna have a big music career. But TikTok is still not the place to find singer-songwriters, jazz, classical, folk, blues music.
That's what you guys are.
That's what we do.
Right?
We do those kind of genres, and we just love that kind of music.
And then you have the gallery on this side of things too, right?
And then the True North Gallery, where all of these great works of visual art are done by musicians, and it's been a fabulous experience. And as far as I know, we are the only gallery on the planet dedicated to visual art by musicians.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Maybe this isn't for everybody, but I see a lot of people say, "Oh, that could look good in the man cave." Who's this?
That's Tim Hoey. He's a fabulous young artist from Vancouver. He does these great Canadiana pieces. I can't think of anything more Canadian than Molson Canadian in a frame made of hockey sticks.
Awesome.
Yeah,
okay.
we
want to come
love
over
that.
And show a couple more.
Yeah, for sure.
Who's this here?
This is Hugh Thompson. He's from Cambridge. He teaches at the university there, and he's a great visual artist and also a musician. So we love having his work in the gallery. Great landscapes. This is accordion player Dorino Zoso, who does great metal works.
Yeah, I'd say
and also over here we have Steve Coffey, who's also a West Coast-based musician. It's very, very striking Van Gogh style.
Yeah.
With a lot of texture on his work. So.
Where is somebody that's on your label that you're pretty proud of?
Yeah, Murray McLaughlin is another legendary Canadian singer-songwriter. We just put out a brand new record by Murray called Hourglass, and it's been getting fabulous reviews everywhere. And he's also a very accomplished painter and visual artist. So we see these works, and it's pretty exciting to have him on the label.
They're totally different too.
Yeah. So this is a print, and this is a original oil.
Amazing. 3 of 10.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, listen. Very nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too,
Yeah,
Tim.
thanks for having us in.
Thanks for coming
you've
by.
been closed ever since all this craziness started.
We
I
have,
know
yeah.
you're excited to be back open by appointment for the gallery.
Yes.
Just people reach out through the website.
Through the website, send us an email if you want to come by and see the art. If you're a serious art buyer, we'd love to have you. And it's be great to see everything open up
when
soon.
this ends, you're going to have events again, and you get musicians in here playing music with the art. So that's got to be
Can't
really
wait for
cool
that
too.
to happen.
Let's
Yeah.
finish with a little Murray McLaughlin as we're going to break.